Well, hey there everyone. I'm Kaye here on my homestead in Tennessee. And today we're going to do something different. We're going to do something fun. We're going to dry the roses that I got from Valentine's Day / birthday. And they're not all looking that great, so they're not all going to make the cut, so to speak. And we're going to take what still looks good and we're going to save those. So I have the instructions from my friend Linda, and I'll put the instructions in the description below, but it's really simple. There are some things that you need to know, and I didn't know. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to change gears, and I've received the certified organic seed potatoes that I'll be planting out in March. We're going to talk about that, and I'm going to show you the varieties, so stay tuned. I have gotten set up here, and I have pulled out the first jar. I had them in 2 half-gallon jars because I didn't have a vase large enough for all 3 dozen. And I wanted to mention I'm drinking out of a new cup today. It's not new. I got it a long time ago, but I'm using a different cup today to match the roses. I just thought it would be nice. The roses and baby's breath, you know, so pretty. So I'm drinking black tea with lemongrass that I grew and dried. And the lemongrass takes the edge off. You know, sometimes black tea can be a little bitter because I don't put any milk or sugar or anything in it. So just by having the lemongrass, it just kind of smooths it out and it gives it a wonderful aroma. I've laid out the roses from the first jar, as I said. The baby's breath is over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take off all the leaves. So that's very simple. You just pull them off. Because the leaves, when they dry, they don't dry. You know, they just crumble, and then you've got the crumbled mess all over the floor. And you know what? I forgot one thing, and I'll be right back. Okay, I forgot my ruler. Because, you know, sometimes when you just rely on your eyeball, when you're eyeballing stuff. I mean, I used to make all my clothes, and so I could really tell you down to a 32nd of an inch what an inch was. But that was a long time ago. So you're going to want to cut the stems to 10 inches, so 2 inches shy of the measuring thing, the measure. And let's see, 10 inches, okay. So that's one. So that's our goal. And our goal is to take off all of the petals that look a little, you know, too far gone. And then you've got what's left. That's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. And so now everything is going to be uniform, 10 inches long. Remove the spent petals and the leaves. And that one's kind of spent. This one is a maybe. So I'm going to work on these. I'm going to cut the stem 10 inches and remove the spent petals, and that's not too bad. You know, if it's still standing straight up, you know, when it bends over, then you know it's kind of too late. But if I had done this, let's see, today is the 20th. I should have done this like the 3rd or 4th day. But you know, you kind of like walking into your kitchen and seeing all these beautiful flowers. It's kind of hard to say, all right, it's over. Over for another year. By the way, when I got these flowers, I had never done this, but the instruction on the box from this particular flower company said to cut the stems under running water. So I found that very hard to do, to hold the bunch of roses with the thorns, and then, you know, very often I would drop a rose, but it wants you to trim at an angle while it's running underwater. So I guess the best way to do that would be to just pick up one rose at a time and do it that way, because I kept dropping them. That won't do. So these petals are, there you go. These petals are curling, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. This one is gorgeous. That one's absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, I use that word gorgeous a lot. You've probably noticed that. Anyway, I'll get to work on this and we'll come back when I have this done. Leaf. Wow. And 10 inches. Okay, so we've got that done. You can see, can you see? Yes, the roses are hanging off of the door of the refrigerator for the moment. And it just occurred to me, you know, I've done so many videos over the years, and I forgot about making rose water for the first and only time. And so some of these are not the best petals, but I don't care. And I'm going to use them to make some rose water, and I'll put the link right up there. I look very different. So that was after, you know, I moved out of my house and my hair was short and colored. So anyway, I'm going to keep all these, and I am going to wash them, and then the only ingredient you need is distilled water. And so I am going to make some rose water, and I'll do it exactly like in the video. So I don't have to do it right now. What I want to do is get to the potatoes. Let me go get them. So the reason you want to use a certified organic potato is because, you know, you have less chance of there being any kind of diseases in the potato to start with. You always want to use organic if you can. I know that you can buy seed potatoes from your local co-op, and they're not organic, and I have done that, and it's not as expensive. First of all, if we don't support small farmers, there won't be any. Finally. Okay, so let's see, what's the best way to do this? I guess I'll just pull out the bags. Now, you may have seen their Wood Prairie Family Farm. You may have seen these in stores. I don't know if they sell to the local stores or not. I know that you feel like, so oftentimes I feel like, oh, I paid $15 for that. But, you know, you can get a lot of potatoes from it if you do it right, you know. And you're never, the other reason besides avoiding disease is you're never going to get the varieties that you can get at the co-op or at your local Tractor Supply or something. And I bought their potato fertilizer for organic crops, guaranteed analysis 426, and soluble potash is 6. And that's the biggie for potatoes, is the potash. Okay, let's just go over the varieties. These are all grown in Maine, and they're Maine certified seed organic potatoes, produce of USA, Wood Prairie Family Farm. And of course, the blue vegetables, blue carrots, blue sweet potatoes. I'm also referring to purple, you know, it's purple and blue run together in vegetables. And you can get purple carrots, you can get purple potatoes, purple sweet potatoes. Of course, you can get red cabbage, which is basically almost purple. It's maroon. And blueberries. What else? All kinds of berries. Blackberries and all the berries that are purple-ish have more anthocyanins, and those are cancer-fighting. So that's a great reason to try the blues. But you can't just have blue potatoes. Come on. You've got to have your Goldens, and they have this Corolla. I believe I tried this before. Sunny yellow potato from Germany boasts a smooth, creamy texture and exceptional flavor, suitable for baking or frying. So this is Corolla, and basically you can see what they look like on the picture. And so I've got that. I do have some doubles in here. I've got, I think, and I've got Carib, lustrous purple skin. Now, if you peel the skin off, you're not getting that purple benefit. So you might want to think about that. I like to just wash them and eat the peel. Lustrous purple skin covers smooth snow white flesh, a great potato for boiling, baking, or frying. They're all good for everything, it would seem. And here is Huckleberry Gold. This is such a beautiful potato. Once again, you've got a purple skin, but it's a gold interior. So very similar. The Carib is more of a plum, and the Huckleberry Gold is a darker reddish purple. And I have grown it and absolutely loved it. And then Adirondack Blue. I wanted an all blue potato. Well, I've got two all blues. This is all blue, but it's more paler purple. And this is, I haven't tried Adirondack Blue. Ribbon-winning blue-skinned potato with deep blue flesh, flavorful, moist, and firm texture. Excellent roasted and in salads and soups. So there you go. You've got it all with these varieties right here. So it depends on how much you want to grow, how much space you have. You can grow potatoes in containers. Potato is one of the vegetables that you can grow without full sun. It will grow in partial shade. And so I think growing potatoes is the easiest thing to do. So if you're a beginning gardener, you absolutely have to be growing potatoes. And everybody can find a little patio space for a cloth pot. In a cloth pot this size, which would probably be about between 10 and 20 gallon, you could grow a lot of potatoes. And so I hope you'll try that. And also I have a video on growing in containers right up there. Very popular video I did when I first got here. And, you know, some of the things I mention in there are optional. You don't have to cut your potato, but if you do want to maximize the potatoes you have, say you only buy one bag and you've only got, let's see how many, well, it's 1 pound. So however many, it feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It feels like 5 potatoes in there. So say that's all you have. Well, you lay it in a egg carton, you know, not in direct sun, but, you know, in a little bit of light over there, and let it start to sprout, and you'll see where the sprouts start coming up, and then you can slice it. You can cut it into 4 pieces if you want. And the only reason to seal it in cornstarch, which I talk about and show in this video, is that you can plant immediately. You don't want to cut it and it's still raw and then you put it in the ground and it could get diseases that way. So do check out that video. You'll learn a lot. And I hope this has been helpful. This is what I'm going to do. I have not decided where I'm going to plant potatoes, but this is a lot. And I'm probably going to get these all set out and put them over, you know, over by somewhere. Wherever I can find a space. So I hope this video was interesting and helpful, and I hope I inspire you to dry some flowers. And what we'll do, I wanted to just mention, so once they dry, 2 to 3 weeks in a darkened room, don't close it up. It needs to have some airflow. You're going to take them out and then you're going to spritz them with hairspray, an aerosol hairspray. So this is like, I haven't used hairspray in so long, but it was in my drawer, and so this is what I'll be using. Texturizing sea spray with wild ginger. Maybe that's just the scent. I guess that's just the scent. The roses don't care about the scent. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to spray those petals to keep them lasting longer. So I hope that's helpful, and please leave me a comment below if you try this and how it works out. And I'll be sure and show you the results in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.